you very much. And actually, on that walk across Virginia with me was my compatriot back there, Dawn West. She is what I like to call professional audience. She comes along on so many of these events with me, and never reads, just always enjoys hearing everyone else. So that's fantastic for all of us to have someone like that. Also, I want to point out something else about her. 16 years ago, a doctor told her she had 1 year left to live. She was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, and obviously she has survived that and surpassed that. Her story appears in the current issue of Coastal Virginia magazine, which I will leave on the table back there in case anyone wants to take a look. But a truly inspirational story and an inspiration to me. This first poem that I'm going to begin with opens with an epigraph by her. You have one shot at life, one bullet. Take careful aim, make sure it counts. Dawn West, 16 years after a diagnosis of terminal lung cancer. The basics of breathing. What would you do if a doctor said you have 1 year left to live? Would you spend your final days grousing about all you'd never get to do? Or would you cram them full as a sugar cone with strawberry ice cream bulging over the rim? What if your own lungs turned against you? Invisible hand squeezing your chest, gasping for air as if trapped in a coffin. Black spot on an X-ray, becoming the thorny crown you wear. Imagine Tyrannosaurus Rex at the height of his reign, a head the size of a Volkswagen, bone-crushing jaws lined with spikes, fear as foreign a concept as the internet. Imagine that moment when it all changed. Flash of light from the sky tearing apart the world, turning it to ash. Imagine the sun blotted out, the air choked with dust. Imagine all that, and still finding enough breath to roar. I especially want to thank all of you for coming out with the weather the way it is, and in recognition of that, I figured I had to read this next poem, Hurricane Season. Just a little note, the Francisco Bellegamba is an Italian ship that shipwrecked off the coast of Virginia Beach, and wind and waves buried it in the sand, and 100 years later, wind and waves brought it back up again. And pieces of it are now in a museum at Virginia Beach. Hurricane season. Slow, hot breath of autumn brushes honeyed heads of sea oats. But beach grass isn't fooled. It knows, beyond a billion curling caps of foam, whisper of thunder prowls, volume rising, creeping closer, singing its song of broken bones. And so, roots burrow 40 feet in search of something solid. Swirling eye glances this way and that, settles on a course through stilt-raised homes with plywood tacked over windows, as if that might help. Same wind that capsized the Francisco Belagamba 100 years ago shears off the Virginia Beach dune in which she lays interred. Bristled timbers of her snapped-off stern as pointed as the warning of a red flag.